Hello everybody, it's Huddy Lou and I'm going to do a review on the Sistine Tarot. It's created by Jamila. We all know her as Rose Bay Tarot. So I got this deck a couple days ago and I wanted to tell you Rose Bay, but I didn't because I wanted to wait for this review, this video that I'm making right now. It's stunning, it's beautiful, it's dreamy, it is like very sensual and also like secrecy, and it has like this mystic feel, but also it has like this passion, like this burning fire, but it's very sweet. And I feel like that definitely kind of embodies Rose Bay's energy as well. I always felt like she was very down to earth and very nice, and there was no, as soon as I met her and spoke to her, I've always felt like she was easy to talk to, easy to get to know. She's always been very honest, and I like her energy. You know how you just kind of feel people's energy and you really like their energy? I really like her energy a lot. I really love it. And so yes, of course I was going to get this deck. I really wanted to get the Gilded Edges, but I decided not to because it's my son's birthday in a couple days, and so I was actually really proud of myself for not going all out because I wanted to. But I'm not unhappy with this because I think this is going to preserve really well without the gilding, and it looks great without the gilding as well. But there was something about that gilding that definitely gave it some sexy vibes, right? But yes, anyways, so these backs, I love these backs, the Genesis, the book of Genesis. So that's about God creating the earth in 6 days, God creating the stars, the planets, everything. And then also the major story about the book of Genesis is Adam and Eve, and we see Adam and Eve right there. Also, the book of Genesis talks about Noah's Ark, Jacob's ladder. So it's Israel's beginnings, and so yeah, it gives you kind of like this idea of what this deck is kind of about, because look at this, the Fool right here. We got Adam and Eve right there. So this kind of shows like a love story. And this is so perfect and so clever with having the Adam and Eve as the Fool, because they were risen. Adam was created by the dust of the earth, and then Eve was created by Adam's rib, right? And then so there's like this naive open-mindedness of like curiosity. I don't know. It's so good. I thought this was so clever, and I would never even thought of this. So yeah, I felt like there was a lot of clever things in this deck, and I love the way it looks, especially with the color palette. It has like this pastel vibe, and all the colors like in the cards have like this color palette that matches really well. And it has like a dreamy vibe. It reminds me of like Edward Scissorhands with, you know how like the Community has like this dreamy effect, and it has like the Community is like kind of pastel and very clean. And also like that movie reminds me of But I Am a Cheerleader. It's like very pastel, Barbie-like, very kind of weird and odd, and you don't know what you're gonna get, right? It's like it's such a weird movie, but it's so cool to look at, right? But this deck isn't weird. I think it's not weird at all, but it has like this mystic secrecy feel. Like you're very curious. Like I'm very curious. It feels like a high priestess deck. And then there's roses everywhere in Rose Bay. Roses, what do they symbolize? Symbolize love, royalty, beauty, sensuality, secrecy, mysticism, and also it's like complex, right? Roses are very complex. We're complex. The earth, is all complex. And I love that, that saying, every rose has its thorns, and that's totally us. We're all beautiful with thorns, right? So yeah, I like this idea with the Fool. I love this Magus card, and you guys know that I would love the Magus because I am a Thoth lover. And I like this idea of her kind of being in touch with spirit. So she's kind of knowing and like knows how to manifest things into physical form. And I think that's really cool to see that interpretation. And one other thing that I really love about this collage is that it's not like overly like it's very like soft, and like everything's all spread out, and I'm always so like drawn to look at everything that she's like decided to place everywhere. And I thought it was really beautiful because I'm learning collage. I learn a lot from Rose Bay, and she's always gives me tips, and I'm always just so like blown away with like the like what she finds and what she's what she puts in this deck. And I think that's really cool. And also, this is not her first rodeo. She's made other decks before. And this is one of the reasons why I absolutely love this deck is Lana Del Rey. When she was doing a first walkthrough on her Patreon, I got goosebumps looking at all these cards. And this is one of my favorite cards, our favorite like photos of Lana Del Rey as Mary. And I think this is very suiting for the High Priestess because Lana Del Rey, I think she does tarot as well. But I just saw this reel, and it was talking about how Lana Del Rey became famous, and she was talking about how she read the book of Think and Grow Rich, and it talked about her following her calling, and her calling was singing and music, and so she listened to her inner guides, and she became famous. And she's a beautiful singer and artist, and like her poetry is beautiful. There's nothing like Lana Del Rey. She's my favorite female artist of all time. Even like her videos are so creative, her makeup, her aesthetic, and it's beautiful. So I love this High Priestess as Lana Del Rey. Also, I love the Mother. Who doesn't love the Mother? I love the doilies. Yeah, I think it's really beautiful. The color pinks, the choices. I love seeing Grace Jones as the Emperor. She looks fierce. She looks powerful. You could feel like her energy is very powerful, right? And I like this idea of having a woman as the Emperor, just giving you a different perspective about being your own authority, being your own power, stepping into your power. And Grace Jones, she's a model. She's also a singer, and I'm sure she does other things too. But she's her own authority. She makes her own choices because she made herself that way. She's a strong female figure, right? This is one of my favorite cards of all time. I love the Visconti background of my favorite deck. I love this Mother. I love this little eye. The colors look really beautiful. The doilies in the back. I love these hands. There's something about collage decks with hands in there. And I feel like anybody could relate to this card, which is really beautiful. And I feel like just like hands in general definitely tell a story. I love this card too. It was one of the first cards that I pulled. I love this quilt. I love the Barbie with the horse and the colors. It's really beautiful. Yeah, I love that horse and that Barbie. So this definitely gives me like a very dreamy effect, imaginations. I played a lot of Barbies when I was younger. Sorry, I'm drinking my coffee. And the Lust. I love that Lust is instead of Strength, although I love Strength as well. But Lust, I feel like, is a very modern way of strength in a way. And I just think it fits the aesthetic of this deck as well. The Hermit, that's very clever as well. I love the little candles. The beds, like I was looking at all the beds in this deck, and I was like, wow, that's a beautiful bed. Like she has like all of these perfect placements, and I love like every little placement and every little thing she added to this deck. Look how cool this is with this hot babe. I wonder if I was always wondering like if she found this table with these cards and then put the cards in her hands, or if this was actually a photo, because I think that was so cool. And she's like this hot babe reading tarot. Also, she changed the name to Fortuna. That was very clever as well. So that's destiny and luck. Justice. This is my favorite interpretation of the Justice card. Who would ever have thought? So I saw people think like that was very interesting, and I got it right away when I saw it, and I was like, oh, that's so clever. So Justice with the mirror. So it's kind of like creating your own reality. What you seek is seeking you. It's the law of compensation, cause and effect. So it's, you know, whatever you're thinking, you know, you create your own reality. So, or whatever you put out comes back to you. So I like this mirror effect. That was super clever. That is my favorite ever. So yeah, I freaking love this card. The Hanged One. Look at that beautiful girl right there. She's a babe. I love the colors, the color palette in this one with like that light orange and gray color. I think it's really beautiful. This is a beautiful card. I love this choice of a dog hound right there. He looks scary and mysterious with these beautiful roses and this beautiful casket. That's like the prettiest casket I've ever seen with this beautiful moon. Yeah, I really like this card a lot. And the choices of cups she chose for this deck in these crackled backs, I think this is really beautiful. Look at those hands. Those are beautiful hands as well. And I love the font. I think the font looks really beautiful. Um, so yeah, I was in awe with all of these cups, and I was just like, where did she find those cups? Because I love those cups. I think those cups are so interesting. I would love to like find a Holy Grail cup and just have one. Temptation. I love this. It looks very mysterious. Oops, hopefully I'm showing you guys the cards. I love the House of God. I think this is a really beautiful creation of like this in the background. My mom used to have like a artwork of this one where they're eating and it's like long and narrow with them eating dinner with Jesus. But I like the whole colors of the like all of these colors together, even with the font. I think it looks really good with like that hint of green and orange and like these like sage colors. Yeah, I really like that card. This one's really beautiful and dreamy as well. This one's hot. I love this dog and the body, and I like all the colors. Yeah, she's done like a lot of work, especially with like editing like the colors and stuff to like fit this certain theme. I would have never even thought of doing that because I've been trying to work with collage and I'm just like, wow, I can't believe how she's transformed a lot of these like, you know, papers and magazines into this and to like this color, and I think that's really beautiful. This is iconic. I love this with Genesis right there and that Mary. I think this is a really beautiful card. I love this card as the world too. She looks very beautiful. Those cute little angels. And I like this color. I think all of this looks really good together. This is a really beautiful card as well. I love the color palette. It's very soft. So she put the virtue, so faith, hope, and charity. Charity also means love. And then there's prudence. I mixed this up already, so hopefully I put this in the correct order. But I know faith is first, because if you don't have faith, you can't have hope, right? And then you have to have love. And then prudence. This is also in the traditional Visconti deck, the first, deck. Visconti, I forgot, Visconti, Safar, something like that. But it's a big old deck. It was one of my first loves. The Visconti di Monroe by Lo Scaraveo was my favorite first deck, my first love. And then it had faith, hope, and charity. And I don't think it had prudence, but just these three. But I like this idea. But this faith card is one of my favorite cards. I love like these little candles. I think candles just really add something. Hope. This is beautiful with the church, the colors. And I like this idea of where she kind of worked through these cards and she kind of made a lot of things more 3D. And then she kind of like blended the background and kind of, it add more depth to the cards. And it has like this gritty, not gritty, like this, not gritty, it's like, I don't remember what I was going to say, but it has like this really cool, like past life kind of effect to it. And I like that about it. I know the words gritty are not grimy, it starts with a G. I don't remember. This is one of my favorite cards as well. I love this little lamb right there and the roses. Yeah, I love the color palette with this like little hint of pink. I'm a color person. Like I love color, and color is what I really work with, and color is what I'm attracted to, and so I'm really drawn to how things work together and blend together, and I really like this color palette. It definitely just feels very mysterious in a way. Prudence, this is one of my favorite cards as well. I love this tapestry in the background, especially with like this gray color and like this taupe color and this beautiful rose, and it pops out the Prudence. And yeah, I love this card a lot. I love the little snakes too. This is perfect for the Ace of Wands as just like a red rose. It definitely gives you like that passion vibe and spirit, fire. And that's what I'm saying. What I love about this deck is she doesn't have like a big old wand. She just has, it's like tells a story. You don't need the wands, you don't need the pentacles, you don't need the swords. She has a way of interpreting the cards without those things. And that's something I could appreciate and find that it's very unique in that way. But also this reads very intuitively. I love the Two of Wands, and she has like the two roses instead. And I love this hand gesture, so it's kind of like thinking and planning, which is really cool. I love the gloves, and where did you find those gloves, Rose Bay? I think that's so beautiful. And this contrast with the gray and the sunlight with that, I don't know, it's really good. So ships are coming in. Sunrise, it's sunrise, right? Yeah, sunrise is coming. She got her gloves on. She's getting dirty. She's working hard. She's ready to take action, and she's building confidence, because look at those hands. How can you not be confident with those hands, right? So she has the will to work. Four of Wands is so freaking beautiful, and I love this fairy tale like union and love and bliss and beauty, and it tells a story. It's like Romeo and Juliet. It definitely gives me Romeo and Juliet vibes. I love this with the angels, kind of like that conflict or battling or kind of, and like they're kind of part of it. The angels are part of it. I like that idea of like they're kind of guarding the conflict. Ooh, I didn't even notice this little bomb right there. I love that. But I love this idea, especially with these angels. Like it's kind of like they're part of the plan, even though if you got to start setting boundaries or if you have to kind of push through conflict, like they're there with you. They're helping you. They're helping you to create conflict, to get things going. So I thought that was kind of sweet in a way, and it was also very nurturing to be like, when you're feeling conflicted or there's a challenge, like it's kind of your guides are there to kind of help you and kind of push you into that challenge. This is one of my favorite cards as well. I love all of the colors. I love this Six of Wands and how the colors look right there and how it matches like this pink and this like crown and the hands. Yeah, this is a really beautiful card. And I love this Seven of Wands. I think it's super interesting. There's so many ways you could like interpret this card, and I think this is perfect for the Seven of Wands. And yeah, there's this card could say a lot of things, especially kind of like the whole story of maybe Diana standing her ground when things got messy, or they're getting married right here. But this is kind of like her against the royal family too, or kind of putting herself in there. And she's, kind of like that Seven of Wands has that like feel of like standing out from the crowd, and Princess Diana definitely standed out from the crowd, and she was beautiful. And I love Princess Diana. So I relate to Princess Diana in so many ways, and like some of her stories, and there was a lot of things that I was able to relate to. And when I was in rehab, I looked up to Princess Diana, and she actually kind of like was one of those people that really helped me to heal. And she was never afraid to stand up for what she believed in, or she wasn't afraid to say things, you know? And she did it with grace. And maybe it like tore her apart, but she was very graceful. And maybe she never thought she was very graceful, but she was very graceful. And that made her very beautiful and strong and iconic, right? So two of my favorite people that I've seen so far in this deck, Lana Del Rey and Diana, totally some of my favorite people of all times. And they're just so down to earth, right? They're just, I don't know, they're just beautiful people, and you could feel that about them. Hold on, I gotta drink some coffee. You guys, I don't really talk that much, and so I feel like I'm talking a lot right now, and yeah, I'm kind of surprised at how much I'm talking right now. Eight of Wands, I love this. I love the colors, this pop of color right there. I love this as well. Oh, I love like this, like kind of this nude pinks, and you get like the nude pinks off of these, and it looks really beautiful. And she's just sitting there taking a break. Oh, I never even noticed that mouth right there. That's interesting. Wow, that's so beautiful. Yeah, I'm very inspired by this deck as well, and I'm definitely gonna learn a lot, like just like with reading the deck, and also like learning, you know, her techniques in collaging. And yeah, Ten of Wands, I love this. So it's kind of like feeling burdened. She has a Bible, she has a pack of cigarettes, and she's kind of like gonna take a break, right? She's overburdened. Maybe it's kind of like that idea of like having this mask and like needing to take a break to stop, you know, kind of like, oh, I need to go smoke a cigarette because I'm tired of being this way, you know? Or I don't know, it's cool. Or yeah, she probably does feel very burdened and has a lot of things. Oh, that's so cool with like the ravens behind her back. I don't know, this tells a lot of stories as well. It's pretty dope. Ooh, I like that lace. Page of Wands, this is super cute. The stars, yeah, this has really good color. Knight of Wands, that is awesome. Look how bold she looks. And it's Catwoman. Wow, I didn't even realize that. I love Catwoman as well. I love this little heart thing. Queen of Wands is really beautiful as well. I love that fire and the pomegranates and this little heart thing that she has. It's so beautiful. I love that. And she has like a little halo. King of Wands, I love this as well too. Yeah, I really like that heart. This cup, Ace of Cups, ooh, with that shell. This deck makes me want to get the Shell Oracle. I haven't got that one yet. I want to get the Baton Keys as well. Yeah. I think this deck would look really beautiful with the Shell Oracle. Two of Hearts is really beautiful. What a stunning card right there. Or not a card, a cup with these candles, the dove, those hearts. I love those hearts. And this is a really beautiful cup. Where did you find those cups at, Rose Bay? You gotta tell me. I freaking love them. Oh yeah, so Two of Hearts. So when I first met Rose Bay or found out about Rose Bay, I was watching Terra Cozy or Cozy Terra. They were doing a roast. They were roasting people by their favorite decks. And Rose Bay, they did Rose Bay, and she had the Enchanted Tarot with the hearts. And so there's a lot of like Rose Bay's favorite decks that I ended up buying because of like how she, I don't know, I just love her aesthetic, and it's very like feminine, and it's very like powerful, but like in a very sensitive way. And like I don't know, I like her aesthetics, and I like her. Like I just like everything about like what she's all about. And it feels like a very just authentic, you know? I don't know. I just always felt like she was very authentic and real and honest, and that's what I like about you, Rose Bay. But anyways, the hearts. So the Enchantment Tarot, she loves this deck, and this is one of her favorite decks. And so I was looking at like all the decks that I've bought from, you know, just because of Rose Bay, and I was looking at all like these beautiful, like how these, you know, because if I was to make a deck, it would definitely be like inspired by my favorite decks. And so that was like how my perspective of like, ooh, I'm gonna look at the decks that she loves. And, you know, I could definitely see like there's like a relation or inspiration with her and how she creates her decks. And even with the Lioness Oracle, like she loves this deck as well. I was on her Instagram, and she's been loving this deck for like over 2 years now. And this is a Leo deck too. The creator's a Leo, Rose Bay's a Leo, and so I see how everything kind of. I'm a Sagittarius, so we're fire signs, so of course we're gonna get along, right? Um, but yeah, well, she's kind of like a cusp of Cancer too. Well, she's a Leo, but she's like has Cancer feels. It's funny because a lot of my girlfriends are Cancers, and Rose Bay, you're probably like the only Leo that I know that's very mellow. Not like it's like you're very calm. So like a lot of them have like really big energy, and I've always felt like you had like this big bold energy, but it was very soft and sweet and nurturing like a Cancer, you know? And I think that's really cool. Anyways, I'm just like crushing on Rose Bay right now. But I'm just being honest, and this is my video where I could do that. Three of Hearts, this is beautiful. This is so funny how those two are like kind of kissing each other, and I love the little faces. This is one of my favorite cards as well with Lana Del Rey. And I love when collage artists do like this eye thing. It gives it so much more depth and detail, and that's one of my favorite things is when they do that to cards. It just adds a whole different thing and a whole new look when they, you know, put eyes around there. I love this with her cigarettes. Lana Del Rey looks hot with cigarettes. But I love this card. It's one of my favorites. This is beautiful as well. Five of Hearts. I like the briefcase as well. The doilies. This is a really beautiful card. This one says a lot too, and it does feel very nostalgic too. It looks like they're kind of like, it reminds me of like a wedding reception at church, or it reminds me of like Easter or something. When we had Easter when we were little, we used to get dressed up in Easter dresses, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite things. But this gives me like Easter vibes as well. I love this card. I love the candles. I love this idea of like not having like 7 cups. It just tells a story, and it really like, and it's like, I don't know, it's like not too flashy, but it's flashy in a way. I don't know how to describe it, but it's very soothing to look at. 8 of Hearts is really beautiful. Ooh, I never noticed these flowers right there. I love the stars and the kitties. It's so cute. 9 of Hearts. This is really beautiful. Oh, how cute. I never even noticed that. I love this card as well. I love that home with the 10 of Hearts. This does feel very happy. I love the texture, and like there's like an angel there. There's like little people right there as well, but these cups are really beautiful, especially like the choices of houses she chose to put in here. This is a very beautiful card. I love the little pearls and the earrings. Yeah, this deck definitely has like this nostalgic vibe to it. Another beautiful cup with the hands, the colors. Oh, I love this card. And look at that bed. Look how dreamy that is. I would go hang out with this Knight of Hearts. Yeah, this is very alluring. and very passionate and very like it just it give it's love. It's definitely with the bed and stuff. And I love that cup. It's a beautiful cup. Are they called Holy Grails? Yeah, I love this background as well. And this hand. Yeah, this was very creative. Princess of Dinah, of course. I think she's a Cancer. I was looking up her when I went through this huge the Princess Diana phase. I was looking up her zodiac sign and her like her personality type and stuff. And yeah, I don't know, there's just like a lot of things I related with her, and like she dealt with a lot of emotions and also like with rage and like not she didn't have mental issues, but there's like a lot of things that happened to her, and she was supposed to be like prim and proper, but she you know some people thought she acted out, but she never it's like, but she like controlled her emotions, right? And we're all human, so I don't know, I think this is a beautiful interpretation of the Queen of Hearts. I've always thought she was very graceful, even like when her bad moments and her good moments. She's always just been a very beautiful person to me. King of Hearts is stunning as well. Ace of Swords. Where did you find that hand with the jewelry? I freaking love it. And that sword. And like these like lavender looking roses. This is really beautiful as well. Yeah, that is really cool with like the gloves. Where the heck did you find these? Oh, that sword with that rose. Wow. And I love how this font looks with like the artwork as well. Wow. Look at that eyeball. And I love this color. This color, it's like this purpley violet. I don't know, it's like a deep violet though. And I love that color. It's one of my favorite colors as well. It kind of reminds me of the Death card with that casket color. And there's like some cars. I saw this car on Instagram that had like this color in the inside, the interior was like this velvety purple color. But I think this, oh, look at those swords. Wow. Four swords. I love that phone. Like the choices of everything, even with the chair. It's really beautiful. Five of Swords. Look, she looks evil. So it has like that dramatic drama. Yeah, like that catty kind of feel to it. This is really cute too with this. I like that blues, the magic carpet. Six of Swords. And that's cool. I like that idea with like the watery effect, but also in the desert, and it's kind of, a different perspective without looking in the water. But it gives like that air, so this feels a little bit more soothing, because like the Rider-Waite-Smith has like you're moving to calmer waters, but this is like, driving in the air with the desert. Ooh, that's clever. I like that idea. It's showing a different perspective of how you can move forward without being in the water, right? Seven of Swords. This is dope. It's spooky. It's scandalous. It's sneaky. It's mysterious. And I like all the colors working together. This one is really cool and very soothing. You could definitely feel like that anxiety and mental conflict, or like the snakes. And yeah, I like it a lot. Nine of Swords. This is dope. I like that. Oh, wow. Yeah, this definitely like tells a story for sure. 10 of Swords. I love that. Where the hell did you find those gloves with the glitter? Yeah, I love the gloves. So it gives it like a very scandalous drama feel to it. Yeah, it's really cool. I love the eye. The eyes are my favorite. The color lips. Page of Swords. Yeah, she looks like she's kind of spying. Look at the gossiping in her ear. Hearing information, getting information. I love this as well. Oh, how cute with the horse head and the spades. That's perfect. Queen of Swords. I love this as well. Yeah, this is dope. Easy to relate to it without like the faces and just the hands. I love the Queen of or the King of Swords. The king is dead. Peaceful end in his sleep. Yeah, this is one that I need to sit with a little bit. I love it, and I'm curious like what Rose Bay's interpretation of this card is. But I find it fascinating and really cool, and I like that a lot. Ace of Coins. So I love this this opportunity from the sky of like the roses are like they're not fully bloomed, but they're in that mid and it's coming in to give you the rose. I love this card as well. I love all of the colors, especially with like the taupes and the pinks, and then the background has a taupey color with, yeah, I really like how it looks. This is beautiful as well, iconic. The colors of the greens, like that mint green, and these are working together as well with the wording, the colors. Four of Coins, I love this idea. Yeah, I really like this. Oh, was it Tara? I was giggling because she was like, good thing she got a pillow on her bum. I think it was her, but I heard that. I don't think I got to finish that review or her flip through, but I think that was the last thing I heard and it made me giggle. But I think it's cute and funny. This is one of my favorite cards as well. Again, I agree with other people that said that this, oh, look at that cross. I didn't even notice that cross, but I like this idea of like it's so simple, but it's so profound and it's telling a story and you don't really need a lot to tell a story, and I really like that about it. So it has a lot of depth, and I don't know, like the choices of like things and placements, it's really beautiful and interesting. Six of Coins, I love this. It's really, really beautiful with those rubies and gems. Yeah, that's really, really beautiful. This is my favorite card, and I love this interpretation of like self-care and like enjoying the fruits of your labor and harvesting with like the roses and taking a step back to kind of really reflect on the accomplishments that she made, and taking time for herself, setting boundaries, and making sure to have some time for herself. I like that idea. It's one of my favorite cards. It was like one of the first cards that I pulled in this deck as well. Eight of Coins. I love this card as well. Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow, I never even noticed that with the Eiffel Tower with the rose. I love this card as well. The Nine of Coins. I love the eye, those lips, those hands. Yeah, it's really beautiful. This is beautiful with the baby, the mom, the coins. Yeah, this looks very lush. Ooh, I love that. That's really beautiful. This is really beautiful too. I love it. I love this, that flower. I love like this color with this. It has a very vintage vibe and aesthetic. Like this could even remind me of like taking a road trip. And I like that you see a scene of like the mountains, earth. Knight of Coins. I love the dog. I think that's cute. with even the denim jeans. That's super cute. I love the Queen of Coins as well. She's laying down, relaxing. Her flowers are full bloom with the peaches. Everything's peachy. King of Coins. I love this as well. Ooh, I love the... Is that Aries or Taurus? I don't remember. Yeah, it's Aries, but I love it. And here are the zodiac signs, and I love these. Even like in Rosebay's previous decks she's made, I've seen some stories on her Instagram of different like zodiacs. There was one that I will never forget, and it's the Sagittarius like with a clown, and I felt that was very suiting because, yeah, Sagittarius be very funny sometimes, right? Aries, I love this. Taurus, I love this. This does feel like very Taurus. Ooh, I love that. The love of beautiful things, right? I love the Gemini card as well. I like that mirror. And she looks like a Gemini. I feel like she definitely has like this Gemini feel. Cancer, this is so cute. I love that house with the hearts, and they are all about the house, the comfort, the home, the bed. It's cozy. I love Leo. Leo with Madonna. Madonna is a Leo. This definitely feels very suiting for Leo. Virgo, I think this is my favorite one out of all the zodiacs. And I love the Leo too. But this one, there's something about like all of the texture and the contrast and just like the different patterns. And I feel like this does feel very Virgo. Yeah, I really love this card a lot. I think the colors work really well. I love the colors here. The lighting with like these roses. Yeah, it looks really good. Libra. Scorpio, this definitely gives you that sexual death and rebirth feel. And I love it. I love Scorpios. Sagittarius, she's always does good. Rosebay always knows how to do a Sagittarius. And I freaking love this card. It's so beautiful. It's one of my favorites as well. And I love the mirror, the, what do they call it? It's not embossed, it's called orgate mirrors. I don't know. It's like these mirrors that have like these wood, but it's carved wood, or they even have like this metal. I don't know. I can't think of the word. But I used to have a big, beautiful mirror. Oh, I miss that mirror. I used to have a lot of beautiful mirrors with like that, that kind of style frame. But it's so beautiful. I love it. It's suiting. I agree with this Sagittarius card. Capricorn, yes. I love the colors. Aquarius is very eccentric. Aquarius's people are very dreamy as well. And they are like always in their mind, and they're always thinking. And also like this gives me a feel of detachment as well. So I think this is very suiting. I like this interpretation of the Aquarius. Ooh, and Pisces, of course. I love that fish idea. That was such a good idea with her sleeping and dreaming with the curtains, the eye, and the fish. That's so perfect. The Pisces fish, right? And then like, yeah, this is perfect. So anyways, how long has this been? I've been talking about all the cards. But yes, so what else do I want to do? But yeah, anyways, so some of these cards, like I like to, I love Rosebay's content. This was one of the cards or the decks that she loves, and I've asked her advice about it, and so it's cool to kind of look back to see what, you know, some of her favorite decks are, and just kind of seeing how like, you know, I guess I'm trying to like feel out Rose Bay's energy because I feel like, you know, how people express themselves with their decks is, you know, it says something about them, right? It tells like you can get a feel of who they are and how they are and what they like and what they're attracted to. And I think that's really cool because I feel like these decks in like her deck are all very soothing, and it's cool. And I love this deck as well. I've been working with this deck a lot and I'm super stoked. I love this Queen of Wands. But I love, look at how beautiful that's gonna pair, right? Yeah, it's gonna look really good. Even with this one's gonna pair, so they're gonna be good complementary, right? And I was also like playing around with this deck. Heavenly Bodies would look beautiful with it. Very dreamy. Yeah, of course I gotta put my Thoth in there too. What else did I want to show? Oh yeah, look how beautiful this is gonna look with my Carol Herzer deck. Oof, yes. Look how beautiful. Yes, perfect colors. You're not gonna really see it with this. These have perfect palette. And another favorite that I found was the Rose Alchemy Oracle. Is a stunning with it. It's my favorite. It was my first oracle that I wanted to pair with it, and I freaking love it. Sorry, the lighting's a little bit bad, but this is gonna be beautiful together, right? And yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this deck. Tantric Dakini, of course. This deck definitely has like that Tantric Dakini feel for me, and I love that about it. Let's see here. So, like this looks really good. Yeah. See, look how beautiful that's gonna be. And one thing I love about how like I picked the natural edges, because this one has natural edges as well. And so I think these are gonna work really well together. And so I like that because it gives me that Tantric Dakini feel. And what else? Ooh, yeah, I was thinking this would look really beautiful with this deck. With the colors. Yes. And this one, of course. My astrology decks would look really beautiful with this deck. And what else? Oh yeah. I wanted to show, see how this one, I think this deck would be very suiting. And I think this deck looks good with black. Yep. Yep. Definitely has like that feel. And what else? Rote Nora Oracle, I think would look really beautiful. Ooh, wow. See, look how beautiful this cup is too. And like those little hands with rings. And I love that about it. And look how beautiful. Yes. That looks stunning. Sorry guys, I'm just all over the place. Yep, this is gonna be beautiful. I can't wait to work with it. Wow. Okay, yes, I'm stoked about this deck. I think it's really beautiful. I think it's a gem. I'm happy that I have it. I'm happy to be part of this project. And yeah, thank you, Rose Bay, for creating it. And hopefully you liked my review. Yeah, I wasn't expecting myself to talk that much. And yeah. Anyways, bye.